big stakes. Means you can sit back and relax and watch the next couple of weeks if you make it through. Obviously seeding matches, but having that ticket, the most important goal for both of these rosters. We jump straight into the ban phase. Doc will be off the board first from Cyclops. And now we have an interesting discussion, right? Did DAMWON target Anatun? Do we see the Montang taken off the board, or do we see a more traditional ban here for Bank, like perhaps a Habana? It's going to be neither, in fact. Ossa off the board, so that frees up the Montang, frees up the Habana. It's going to be very interesting on these attacks.
Obviously, Ossa was discussed on the couch as having impact on Bank and has become quite a bit more prevalent. So no real surprise in seeing that one banned out. Like you said, the Montang could have been an option not to be, as Mira banned out by DAMWON Kia. So pretty normal ban so far. I mean, the Dokkaebi is one that you probably don't see all too often in terms of staples, but even then, still a bit of information does get taken off the board. One more ban here for Cyclops, and we'll then get underway. Cyclops will be on the defense and DAMWON Kia on the attack. It's Jaeger that's actually banned out. So, okay, a couple of interesting bans here going into Bank. Some of the staples left up, you know, the likes of Thatcher, for example. I think even, you know, like a Jackal still being on the board, a lot of information clearing. None of the hard breaches banned out. So, I think we've got a pretty good game on our hands. As always, we like to say, obviously Maverick, Kaid, all going to be available. So there's a lot here for both attack and defense.
Yeah, a lot of tools still up. A lot of tools, especially, I mean, again, Bank, Habana, for example. There's so many hatches on this particular map. And post that buff, maybe 6-12 months ago now, where you can distribute the X-Kyro pellets a little bit more fairly. She's so incredibly powerful being able to open them up. DAMWON, though, not solely relying on her, for example, in this first round, at least initially. The triple hard breach lineup. It is going to be swapped out, though, so Katsang actually going to jump off that Habana. Again, still quite powerful in this map with secondary hard breach, and those can openers, again, can be used along many hatches on this particular map. And it looks like Cyclops are setting up for a little bit of a roam. Mozzie in tow, hatches on the top floor done, so DAMWON will need quite a bit of hard breach, you would assume, to get that through. That said, they're only going to stick onto the Thermite, again, leaning in. I would have assumed the secondary hard breach from Katsang, but no, he's actually playing flashbangs, suggesting maybe DAMWON are going to go for a little bit more of a direct approach.
We obviously highlighted some of the players of DAMWON Kia back yesterday in our pre-match discussion on the couch. Obviously, Yas was the big standout, got his own graphic, but you know, one of the statistics that you brought up as well was also Woogieman and some of the stats from him. So it's a very almost like a dynamic duo in a sense. But then you've still got Coated, Rin, Katsang, all can play well. That's what makes this team so strong. They are a unit, all 5 of them capable of having a big performance, and that puts a lot of, well, I guess effort now for Cyclops. They need to replicate that as well. And, well, I think when Cyclops are fit and firing, when they're at their best, all 5 players are certainly capable of big-time plays. Gator does not give away his position in Executive Hallway, although that was a little careless dropping down into lobby. Easy one for Yas, and we have started off with a bang here on Bank. Gatorada does get that trade. 3 versus 4, 2 minutes left.
Yeah, really well played there by Gator. Pretty common entrance for the Buck to try and get up above and clear archives. Overall, a positive trade, and definitely is now with Anatun finding one more pick for Cyclops. That leaves Woogieman and Coded now left, and I mean, at this point in time, round unofficially over, not even at the halfway point. Still a minute 40 remaining, and DAMWON a little bit sloppy on this entry for the first round.
Yeah, credit to Cyclops, though. I think with the positioning and kind of sets the tone a little bit as well as to how they're going to play here on Bank and try and make sure that they are proactive. They're in the face of DAMWON Kia, that they're not going to give them free reign of the map, free control vertically either, without at least trying to fight for it. And I mean, even Gatorada's still there waiting before the drop down. It can still be a bit of a pain as Coded trying to find some information with the drone. Still 2 versus 4, not impossible, and they've got some time for DAMWON Kia. So Woogieman makes his way over towards Blue Stairs, pushing down there. It is still Gatorada inside of admin, so pretty much clear from the get-go as to how Cyclops really wanted to defend Locker CCTV here. Presence up above, and then eventually dropping down. Well, they got a lot more than they probably thought they would get. And yeah, like you said, this round virtually almost over. And the Vulcan canister does get blown out, which I don't know the specific amount of time, guys, but it is a long time that the flames do last for.
Yeah, certainly is much longer than when it was attached to the deployable shield previously after the adjustment. Some considering it maybe to be a little bit weaker, but you can, I mean, see on this particular objective down below, a lot of area denial over a long period of time, and DAMWON now need to try and readjust, but I mean, Gatorada's sitting and waiting.
Easy elimination for Gatorada. Had been sitting and waiting that entire time. gets recorded, and it's a nice opening round for Cyclops. It's just one round on the board, but good signs in this best-of-3 series.
Yeah, good aggression, and we've known for years now, right? Cyclops, when they're at their best, when they're firing on all cylinders, doesn't matter the context of the match, doesn't matter what the score is, doesn't matter who the players on the other team are, they're going to try and execute some of these more non-traditional plays, and comes down to that positioning game, getting the timing down pat, trying to avoid drones, etc. Clearly worked in the first round. Really sharp trades as well throughout the mid portion of round 2. And keen to see if this rolls on. We're already seeing in the defensive lineup once more quite a bit of aggression. You've got Mute Mozzie combo, you've got Vigil available as well, Valk for counter information. So Cyclops really trying to lean in to this roam style, it would appear so far.
And it worked, obviously, quite comfortably in that opening round, getting that 2-player advantage relatively early on in the piece. DAMWON, yeah, of course, will need to respond, and well, now they get to respond on a different site. Open area stuff will be our second round. Cyclops, of course, winning out on Locker CCTV. They move upstairs now onto the first floor. Like you mentioned, of course, still looking to probably employ, especially Suzu, on that Vigil to roam around and be a pest for DAMWON and Kia, and that's really what you want to be able to try and achieve, is that sort of pest-like gameplay to make sure that they can't just walk in and take things for free.
Suzu's running Boss G, Vigil. So this is already a little bit intriguing. Goes for the drop shot spawn kill off the Balk. Doesn't find anyone. Cat Sang almost getting his head shaved, but shot doesn't land. But this is Cyclops, right? I mean, again, sometimes they just like quite literally meme inside of the server. It's quite astounding. This is a match for the major. And we're seeing this pulled out. A-Gator once again hiding in this wrap position. Nitro doesn't land and he's forced down.
Well, when you say meme, I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's not. Meme doesn't necessarily mean not trying.
Oh, no, meme, definitely not.
Meme is...
It's just Cyclops like to style on their opponents.
Exactly. Strategies maybe you don't typically see, especially in other regions, but you know, as you do tend to find in APAC, and well, maybe even more so in APAC North at times with the likes of Cyclops, you can see some interesting things that maybe you don't quite see all that often in regular Siege. But DAMWON Kia are well suited to this kind of gameplay. They're able to adjust on the fly here and probably not be all that bothered by it. They did bring the fuse as well. Something to note, we don't probably see all that much fuse, but can look to pressure from above. You've got the Floras as well, so looking to really clear out some of that utility. And then the Thermite, obviously, for bot square wall, late round, kind of execute on site.
Rin can send those clusters through reinforced surfaces, whether that be bot square or up above through hatches. Offers a bit of protection and might be able to catch Cyclops off guard. Suzu caught off guard. Takes a bit of damage, but able to rotate off. A-Gator, though, unfortunately, caught there by Coded. So it's a better start from DAMWON in round 2.
Makes it a 5 versus 4. Relatively slow in the mid-game there. Only 50 seconds remaining in the round. And yeah, now they've got that advantage. Yas over towards bot square, shaping up alongside Woogieman, looking to open up this wall. From the looks of things, I don't see anyone from Cyclops looking for that blue stairs flank late round that we see so often. Now this is where Yas with those Roteros can look to really open things up. 30 seconds left in the round though. Cyclops need to find a way to regain the advantage.
Blackray under a lot of pressure, trying to pin down these players from bot square. Flash is sent out, but he is able to avoid those. The impact in response is perfect, and now he needs to hold down the line.
Well, no more exothermics though for Woogieman, so that wall staying closed. Blackray did get the down, took a lot of damage for it though. So not only is Blackray low, but so is Suzu. 10 seconds left, and that's Anaton that gets the elimination onto Cat Sang. Remember, Yas is down as well, and Anaton finds a second onto Woogieman. They just funnel through, and unsuccessfully, as Gatorada gets the down onto Rin. There's only one left, and that is an elimination. Well defended in the end by Cyclops.
Yeah, a lot of downs in the closing stages of that particular round, so a little bit tricky to track. But the defense of Cyclops holds strong, and a big part of that was Blackray. Perfect impacts on that bot square wall. If that was opened up, would have been a lot harder for them to execute the sort of style they did there and shutting down that kitchen plant. And obviously with that reinforcement standing, able to prevent DK from filtering in through that double door. Much closer round than the first, and DAMWON pushing the envelope a little bit, but unfortunately was just one crucial piece of the puzzle was missing.
Yeah, and one of my favorite rounds is always that third round, because now, especially in this instance, CYCLOPS on the verge of going and doing that world tour defensively here on Bank. Now, at times we've been really seeing Bank be attacker-sided. Maybe not too egregiously, but I think in saying that 3-3 half or a 4-2 in favor to the attack is generally how you kind of view things. This does kind of indicate then that CYCLOPS are off to a good start. Remains to be seen. Need to see what the second half's going to bring, whether this may end up being rather more defender-sided, which has been the case in the past as well. Regardless, good start for CYCLOPS here through 2 rounds. And if they can somehow defend CEO Executive, that's when you can almost start to really raise a few eyebrows and think, oh boy, this is a really good start at that point, because CEO Executive is made for the attackers to really overwhelm, clear out these positions over towards hallway, for example. Everyone has to kind of hold offside a little bit, janitor's closet, etc. And if CYCLOPS can defend successfully on such an open site, things will be looking really good to close out this first half.
Gatorada one to watch once more here in the third round, roaming down low. Might find himself in an engagement against Coded, looking to enter from the front door on that IQ. Likely trying to play down below and find intel, I guess, or utility. Not that there's really much on the board that he's trying to find, of course.
Yeah, I mean, like, really, what is he going to be able to find? Bulletproof cameras or what? Sawyer gates? Interesting decision. See if it does pay off as we see the opening elimination go the way of DAMWON here. Again, second round in a row. This time it's Gatorada. So the vigil taken off the board. Pretty decent in saying that, because that's a big piece of the puzzle here for CYCLOPS, I think, defensively on CEO Executive. You don't have that roamer now for the late round flank, or even the mid round. So a big opening kill for DAMWON here.
Yeah, really exposing just how weak that lobby position can sometimes be to try and roam and rotate through this. A bazillion places you can pre-play strains, whether it be in the plants or on the lights, etc. Very tricky to find as a defender, and Gatorada, even though he's on the vigil, ultimately does pay that price.
Shield already taken down in the hallway as well. So Suzu holding out towards long desk. I think there was a player around janitor's closet as well. So CYCLOPS very much as close to the site as possible, except for APAC trying to just keep an eye on this lobby entrance point. And while there's only a minute left, and if you want to be pushing through at this point, APAC might just be able to make life very difficult for Coded. I mean, Coded basically cannot walk through there at this point anymore.
No support from the repels, so it's a 1 versus 1. Not favoured for Coded. Thinks about it, but then thinks better of it. Cat Sang, though, elsewhere, drops Black Ray.
And that does open things up, because now APAC is probably in a position where it's like, well, do I go back help site? Otherwise, it's technically a 4 versus 2. That is, these two are kind of having that little dance, and Cat Sang now gets Suzu as well over towards long desk. APAC now needs to make something happen and gets that down onto Coded, but Diffuser is already down on CEO Executive, likely planted for the repel. I don't see a way that CYCLOPS are going to be able to bring this one back. It's very unlikely. APAC does get the stylish punch, although from this position of ATMs, if he can clear out the repellers, maybe there could have been an opportunity, but no, not in the sight line, unfortunately. Anderson's still over towards the hallway. Does get the down onto Yas, but is traded immediately by Rin. No time. DAMWON here will take CEO Executive as kind of expected. The kind of sight and round you would almost anticipate DAMWON here finding, and they do indeed.
Significantly cleaner there from DAMWON. Of course, we were quite engrossed in the engagement over towards lobby, so didn't really exactly see how those picks were manufactured up above near top square, but nonetheless, that distraction in lobby actually served the attack quite well. DAMWON able to capitalize, get the plant down, and once you have 1 or 2 players on that repel, you're not getting site control back. Not easily, at least, and the point proven there is DAMWON secure their first round here on Bank. The first map in this best of 3. And I'm really hoping it does go to that third map. Theme Park. Flashback to Playday 7 of APAC North. These two went head-to-head. DAMWON just edging out 8-7. So it would be quite insane to see a rematch on that map potentially today.
Could you imagine an 8-7 the other way? CYCLOPS winning this time, 8-7. Heads them to the major. Wouldn't that be a storyline? So far through the first 3 rounds, I think you can take good signs from both teams. probably more so still for Cyclops, but as we head back down to Facebook for Locker CCTV, an opportunity does present itself now for DAMWON Kia to re-establish here a bit of form and some momentum that can be then built up. This is just making the late run back down through blue stairs, but ultimately no real defense over towards blue stairs, which is probably a good thing. Suzu on the Ella. Here's an interesting operator selection.
Cyclops forfeiting these open area hatches as well. Sort of makes sense, to be honest. No hard breaches banned off the board, and it's in post up in this position. We'll look to dwindle down numbers and players up above. With those hatches reinforced, creating that buffer. Gator aggressive over towards main stairs, needs to be careful of the peak up above through the skylight, and also mindful of drones now clearing these positions very methodically. Cat saying not taking any chances, knowing that Cyclops once more likely to get aggressive, and talk about aggression. Over towards open area we go. Anderton under fire from 2 angles, but he does escape, at least momentarily.
Oh, the ping though for Gatorada. With a bit of help from Anderton, they both are able to combine onto Yas. So it's the Nook of Yas that is off the board, gone. 1-4 now as well for a standout player for DAMWON Kia.
Don't mind that from Gatorada. Just lock off that line of sight. Make the archives take just that little bit more frustrating for DAMWON. Coded again through lobby, just like the previous round. It looks like they have good information over towards open area, but Rin unable to land any shots as of yet.
This is also wasting a lot of time now for DAMWON Kia. You've still got the 3 gas canisters of Black Ray to get through as well later on towards the back end of this round. You've already lost gas, so you're down a player, really trying to clear out this open area staffer in position. It may be the downfall, though, for Cyclops if they lose too many players. Fortunately, able to drop back down to safety onto site. Anderton getting aggressive over to Butt Blue Stairs, and there's 2 players there for DAMWON Kia. Nitrocell not out quick enough, and DAMWON Kia have exploded onto the site.
3 players inside of the A bomb site. Cyclops absolutely throwing away that advantage. DAMWON are ready and waiting for it.
3 gas babes still available for Black Ray, though, could still deny some time. And then, of course, you've still got the full health Suzu on the Alla. So this is where Black Ray can really look to try and bring the time into this and force that to be a factor.
Suzu at range with the shotgun. That's going to be favorable for him. DAMWON should be able to secure this plant, fall back, and play the post.
Still 1 more gas babe available. That gets deployed as well. Now looking for the plant is Woogieman. That's going to be the final gas babe now used as Alla of Suzu. Up close. That's where you want it. There's the downer to Woogieman as well. Suzu, the swing is perfect in a 1 versus 2. Coded from up above, just looking to defend the time left on this diffuser. 35 seconds of which now looking over towards Beepers, feeling like that one has to push above, one has to go down below.
Here's Black Ray up main, but he needs to get past that Beeper's position. Coded holding down the line, goes back towards the hatch. Here's that counter diffuse. Cyclops need to time it to perfection, but Coded playing so well, gets the first. Black Ray doesn't trade, and Coded will close it out.
What a clutch moment from Coded in a 1 versus 2. Yes, good position. Yes, plant was already down, but still not easy when you've got 1 player down below looking for the counter diffuse. One's pushing you from Beepers. It's tense moments, and a big round goes the way of DAMWON Kia. Those are those kind of 50-50 sort of rounds that are going to be so massive over the course of this best of 3. Big plays, honestly, from both teams there in some ways. The initial rush onto site, the bot blue stairs push, and then we even saw, what was it? I think it was a 4 versus 2, and then Cyclops brought it back to the 1 versus 2, but not to be. Once that plant goes down and the hatch is open, very difficult, but 2-2 on the scoreline, and I think a very deserved scoreline now for both teams.
Yeah, I don't know why. I thought Suzu Ella was running shotgun. I just completely, I guess, misread that. Found that snappy double, though. Really well played. That Scorpion not easy to tame, and Cyclops trying their best there to bring that round back. I mean, the real issue is, why did they have 3 players stacked on site? I mean, if you want to rat out one and maybe get a little bit aggressive and try to counter the thermite, for example, go for it. But they just put all their cards on the table, and DAMWON able to bring that round back and made them pay. 2-2 now the scoreline. Things start to get a little bit more interesting now.
And this is where DAMWON Kia can really put the pain on Cyclops. A great 2-0 start, but if DAMWON find a way to get to that third round, then maybe a fourth. That great start for Cyclops has then been evaporated. Open area staff room here for the 5th round. Originally, Cyclops were successful in defending this. A large reason for that was denying the ability to open up that bot square wall. Great use of the impact grenades, was able to deny the exothermics of Woogieman, and then at that point, you kind of just have to funnel through. And while the defenders of Cyclops were able to do that job successfully.
Ooh, that's a cheeky Mozzie Pest on the broom. I don't think I've seen that one before, but clearly well droned out there by DAMWON Kia and able to destroy it. A lot of action still in towards this back alley spawn position as DAMWON look to pepper away in towards open area, and not much action up above, suggesting that maybe top down isn't going to be the play. I mean, they don't have the buck for that soft breach, nor did they bring Thermite. Pardon me, nor did they bring Sledge. Thermite and Ace, though, available, so maybe they'll be the ones to open up lines of sight. Lots of breaching charges in substitution instead.
Yeah, well, they had the fuse last time, and don't really think we saw that have much of an effect. A bit more of a focus. I think they even had the buck as well. Clearly wanted a bit more of that vert established. Not the best knife yourself from Gator. Takes a bit of damage in archives and is forced back into the sightlines of Katsang, though. I think was just looking to try and get out of there, but that is an interesting angle. And yeah, Gator does go down. Another opening kill for DAMWON Kia. Starting to become a trend, unfortunately for Cyclops.
Yep, on a bit of a roll now. See, though, if they could transition this across to a round win, still a minute to go and plenty of opportunities for Cyclops to get one back. Probably looking at Gatorada to step up here on that Vigil roam. Some counter-aggression potentially, once again through lobby, once again against Coded. Been a bit of a duel between these two, but won't come into fruition this time. That said, there is someone else lurking around.
Gatorada just got spotted actually for a brief second. But sometimes that just throws a spanner in the works anyway. Does run away. Coded can now push through into lobby. Time is a factor though. Despite having this player advantage for DAMWON Kia, they are running out of time. 20 seconds left. Seems like they're pushing over towards bot square. Main stairs through beepers. Coda's getting a lot of free information right now. There is that player, I think, running over towards blue stairs. Woogieman gets the elimination onto Black Grey. The Maestro's down. There's that swing from Gatorada.
Oh.
Couldn't get any of them though. Coded and Woogieman hitting all of their shots. Suzu on site. Does get another one onto Coded. And Yas is low. Can he deny plant? No, not from this position. In a 1 versus 3, one player low on health. And they are a little bit separate. I don't think Suzu's going to be capable of winning this one. And it does mean DAMWON Kia will go up 3-2 and winning 3 rounds on the trot.
Suzu still going to give it his best shot. Full HP, SMG loaded up. But Katsang denies. DAMWON well and truly on a roll.
Hard to stop when they are on a roll. When they win a couple of rounds in a row, you just think, how do we stop them? The first 2 rounds of Cyclops, they looked clean, they looked confident. They won open area staff, they won locker CCTV, and basically, as soon as they had to go up to CEO executive, everything has crumbled since then. Then DAMWON has been able to then win on sites like locker CCTV and open area staff, and Cyclops have not looked quite the same. You have to give the credit there, of course, entirely to DAMWON here. We go to our final round of the first half. Cyclops, if they can at least bring this back to 3-3, I still think that's a good half.
Yeah, they did have a really good start. I think it is probably just a little bit concerning, though, that it does feel like DAMWON are well and truly snowballing this momentum and are building round on round on round. And opening kills have been dominant in the mid-round for the most part, getting map control quite strong, and their executes as well really quite clean. And Cyclops, again, they are trying these wildcard strats, if you would. Not the team, just wildcard, the analogy. And it's been very hit or miss. It worked kind of towards the start, but I think DAMWON, they've switched on. They've warmed up. They're ready for it. And they're not backing down with that fight.
3 deployable shields on the side of Cyclops, 2 nitro cells. Bringing that Echo, looking for maybe a late round denial of the plant. But when you do have 3 deployable shields, something that can counter that quite easily are the Retero drones of a Flores. And Yas is on the Flores. The Maverick, the Thermite, so you actually got 3 hard breaches. It's an intriguing round here of locker CCTV. that could be about to take place.
Well, if it's half as exciting as the last one, it's going to be pretty wild. Katsang, though, to enter with that Habana. Key in opening up these hatches if they want to do so quickly and efficiently. I don't think Cyclops are going to contest all that much, though, on these first or second floors. Where's that fifth defender? Yeah, they're all down below, so should be pretty free real estate for DAMWON up above. They'll be able to work these hatches quite quickly. Kaid might cause some issues, and DAMWON don't have the Thatcher, so that means that Coded is going to be forced to open up at least one or two of these primary hatches.
Yeah, Coded obviously will get to work on those electrified hatches, and Boogeyman and Katsang, and
that nade missed. He's trying to nade down below to clear the claw, but it doesn't hit.
there's a player lingering down below directly. It's BlackRay looking for a prime opportunity. If you actually get rid of Coded here, I think you could actually keep the other hatch closed, but Coded doing a very good job of making sure his body is not really in any sort of sightline, and yeah, BlackRay can't get anything there. That's just really well played from Coded.
Yep. 60 seconds now remain, and DAMWON need to decide as to whether or not they're going to open up that second hatch. Looks like they're shaping up for a server push. Gatorada close by, holding the racks. Boogeyman elsewhere, though, drops a Gator, and that's the Kai dealt with.
Gatorada almost full white, practically, and may as well have been. Katsang with a nice push as well as soon as possible onto that. Now a 5 versus 3. DAMWON here are just in full control. There's just nothing stopping them at the moment. Of course, almost that late round clutch last time from CYCLOPS, but it wasn't to be. Can they bring it back this time, though? Gas Babe thrown out from BlackRay. That's his first, and still has 2 more in the back pocket with 25 seconds left.
It's probably going to be up to Suzu once more to try and make a play. BlackRay caught deep. Canis is going to have a limited impact. That said, Boogeyman takes damage. Falls back, taken down and killed. Suzu as well gets in on the action. Now a 3v3. The drop. BlackRay shuts that down. 3 for the round, and DAMWON have capitulated. Yaslo pushes deep. What can he do? Stares down the barrel. 2 players await him in this gold vault position, and CYCLOPS close out the round and close out the half.
And at that point, you still had the Echo alive and available with the Yokai drone anyway, so even if you go for that last-ditch little attempt of trying to get that diffuser down, it most likely does get denied. Really well played from CYCLOPS. Again, they have shown the ability to fight and fight well from being in a disadvantaged position. It's a 3-3 half to open up this best of 3 here on Bank, of course, the first map. Then Skyscraper, Theme Park if needed. A really, really solid first half, though, from these two teams. 3-3, no reason really to explain it other than this is why both of them are fighting for a spot at the major. Two top teams.
Sure is. Up above for the first round here, DAMWON Kia electing to defend CEO office. Interesting. I still think this site, it's so tricky at the moment. The attacks haven't really nailed down, but maybe DAMWON trying to throw off their opponents a little bit here by selecting this first site, trying to throw off maybe their expectation heading into the second half. Key positions to keep in mind, of course, stock hallway. We've seen that play out quite a bit already throughout the playoffs and being pretty critical in locking down positions and preventing top square control. And secondary to that, of course, the repels. I mean, once you have players posted up there, 1, difficult to get lines of sight from lobby on most occasions, and 2, once the plant's down, yeah, good luck, because the repel, of course, can just play there, pop up, and you're dead. So forces the vault late, which is not a position you want to be in as a defender. So keep those 2 in mind.
Well, now the shoe's on the other foot. Now CYCLOPS are on the attack. And they need to be the aggressors. And, well, straight away, Anderton onto the Montang. Wasting no time at all whatsoever, Guz. How do we see the Montang having effectiveness here on CEO Executive? Obviously, top square, that hallway position, like you mentioned, I think it's somewhere you can really see that get deployed and utilized.
Well, Anderton is arguably the best Montang in the world, so he can make it work on any side, on any map, providing a lot of pressure, frag power even as well. DAMWON elected not to ban out the Monty, the Ossa instead. So they better have a good game plan as to how they're going to shut this down. They should be expecting it. They've played him before. They've seen the VODs. They know the hype around Anderton on this shield operator, so let's see if they are prepared.
going to be the first of many Roteros being sent out by Blackray. And Yas is just lingering down below. Provide a little bit of that late round flanking. One looking to try and halt the attack in the mid round as well. Gatorada over towards main stairs. Just wonder, is Gatorada and Yas going to collide at some point as Gatorada looks to sort of sweep through the map from down to up?
Suzu having some issues with the top square wall. Anderton elsewhere takes a little bit of damage. Early smoke to try and prevent that long angle through the wall and being disruptive. Eventually those Salmos will deploy, triple on the right. Not really ideal because it's not a particularly strong entry point. In fact, I don't even know if you'll be able to enter. Maybe there's a crouch hole obscured by the smoke. Nonetheless though, a lot of time now depleted, only 40 seconds left, and I'm only seeing 2 players in good positions. That said, Gatorada down below on the Nook could be a round changer.
Oh, just the way that he was looking, pushing up the top of main stairs, and Rin gets a freebie onto Gatorada. So DAMWON here now with the advantage late round here on CEO Executive, a site that realistically Cyclops should be favored in here as the attacking team, and they're falling apart at the seams. Blackray gets one back, but the damage has been done. Woogieman though falls to Gator, bringing it back slightly now for Cyclops. 10 seconds left in the round. Blackray and Gator now a 2 versus 2 as we watch Blackray push into CEO. They don't have the diffuser though, looking to try and at least find the kills. Rin stays alive, and DAMWON can't take the round.
Really well done there by Rin. Perfectly finds that final kill, has the presence of mind to then run away. And the time, the biggest enemy there of Cyclops, took them a long time to set up top square. Once they did, it really wasn't even set up to its fullest extent. Then reliant on the back push through lobby, but again, not enough of that time left. Such a crucial currency in Siege, and Cyclops, unfortunately, not quite having enough of it.
And now DAMWON Kia will retake the lead once again, 4-3. Defense here on Bank has been decent for both teams. Not a bad little comeback in the latter portion of that round from Cyclops, but just couldn't quite get over the line. Well played to Rin, but just being able to stay alive, basically. So open area staff room now for round 8. Most importantly, winning CEO Executive means that they now have open area staff and then locker CCTV to still head to defensively.
Pretty big power move to tick that one off the checklist first, so Cyclops will no doubt be disappointed. Their retaliation though, it's to bring the Glaz. Dev mentioned it on the desk, it's not that far of a stretch to see Cyclops dabble in the Glaz, who arguably is probably the most out of meta attacker in competitive Siege, period. You're not really going to see it much ever from any region, ever. Like, it's just so far out of the meta, it's not even funny. Rewind maybe 3 or 4 years and it was pretty popular, but not quite in the same state that he previously was. But Anderton, trust him to do a lot of damage, can still output quite a bit, and with smokes in hand, could help with that late push, particularly through bot square.
Well, I guess we can obviously keep an eye on that Glaz and see if it does have an impact, but you look at the rest of this lineup, Thatcher to try and help Suzu with those Selmas. Thinker of Gator probably for the late round push. A lot of emphasis, it seems like, will be put on bot square. Not only dealing with these barricades, but of course the triple wall as well. We'll need to make sure that no one lingering or loitering around through archives. So Gator will look to try and hold this position so that Gatorada and Suzu can do all of the work in bot square.
This is a really good lurk from Gator, drops the first. That's coded. Now a 4 versus 5, decent retaliation from the defense, but there's the Glaz activating. Anderton onto Katsang.
And that should be the round. Yes, though, blue stairs, it's being watched, and yet regardless, still gets the down onto Suzu. That's the hard breacher. Taken down. 3 versus 3, and job done basically by the Vigil. Get one, disrupt the attack, and then move away. Diffuser on the ground. Didn't see if those walls did get opened up or not, and well, not really. It's a mess, but no. That could have a big impact late round.
Yeah, just a line of sight, no entry, so likely means the attack need to progress in towards kitchen, plant behind the chassis. That said, they now have double the manpower. Woogieman and Ridden need to hold out for 50 seconds.
And the fact is, that sightline goes both ways, right? Woogieman obviously trying to utilize that as much as possible, knowing full well that if Cyclops look to push in from bot square, it's going to be a funnel in through sight for Woogieman to just basically clean up at least 2 of them. Need to see some presence from Beepers. And then they start the push. But it's Blackray that got Rin, and Woogieman could get none of them. Goes the other way. And the glass does have an impact.
Well, we didn't see the first kill, so unsure as to whether or not that was through a smoke, but you could argue that any operator with any gun could have got either of those kills, so. Still holding my reservations, but Anderton's going to stick it again, so he's quite happy with the yield of that previous round, and for the most part, pretty well played by Cyclops. They did just enough on that bot square wall to open up the round. And despite some disruption from DAMWON, the resistance just not quite there. They will reattempt though. Back to open area for the 9th round.
Yeah, and reattempting it now for DAMWON Kia. How much do they actually look to change up a bit? I thought the flank from Yas over towards Blue Stairs was fine. Got the kill onto Suzu. You mentioned the Glaz, and well, Glaz is not going to be happening here as Anderton re-picking over to the IQ, Suzu over to the Habana. So slight change up actually here from Cyclops, and the buck as well for Alligator. And I think when you look at this kind of lineup, it does probably suggest a bit more of that top-down approach, clear out above, open up those floorboards a bit, and make things a little bit more difficult for Yas to try and get too much of an involvement. That Blue Stairs position was quite evident to be a bit of a thorn in the side for the push over towards bot square. Yas makes his way down.
He heads down, and Cyclops head up above, looking for that top-down sweep across, enter through CEO, clear archives, prevent the rotation. Then maybe do a bit of vert inside of stock, down into the site itself, and from there, really back DAMWON into a corner, much like last time where we saw them separated from the attack, locked out in open area. The rest of Cyclops able to dominate over towards kitchen. Now, of course, it's not going to play out exactly 1-for-1. Gatorada inside of lobby, looking to try and get an entry.
Well, has
Entry
already
kill.
got that
Entry kill.
Well, yeah, obviously. Up Banana Stairs and now up above. $5 versus 5. Don't be fooled by that scoreboard glitch. 4-4 though on the actual scoreboard, and it's a fair assessment of this game. Both teams are really, really tight and even, and going back and forth. Can one of them pull away though in the next couple of rounds and just get a couple in a row to really put the pressure on the opposing team? This does feel like a pivotal round here in the 9th. And it's Blackray that gets the opening elimination onto Katsang.
It's out in the back alley spawn as well, so we've got a freebie there. Well played by Blackray though, who can now jump on those Reteras. 13-3, mind you. Or elsewhere, Anaton catches Yas off guard. The flank on this occasion does not work out. Cyclops once more with the 2-man advantage.
The defense of DAMWON Kia being torn apart right now by Cyclops. And a chance, an almighty chance for them to go up 5-4 here on Bank is now in front of their eyes. He obviously did not count out the 3 though of DAMWON Kia. Can still bring things back. But Cyclops doing a decent job to not overplay the hand that has been dealt to them. They are taking their time. They're still going through that checklist and still making sure that everything adds up. Oh!
Oh! Get out! He does. Woogieman has to be a little bit careful there, playing hot potato with the Rotero. 30 seconds now remain. Can DAMWON hold out? I think it might be possible.
The drop down though, so important, and went down flat though. Made it difficult to land the shot. 17 seconds, and Suzu will get this diffuser down. What a play. It was like a swan dive down the hatch. They couldn't shoot him. They couldn't shoot any of them. Flawless round for Cyclops. 5-4.
Now we get a little bit more excited. Big from Cyclops. They have now grasped this momentum. And the last couple attacks, very, very thorough. DAMWON starting to really struggle here, it feels.
Defensively. You just have to wonder, sort of, do they maybe reel it back a little bit on the as-vigil play? Do they look to keep it a little bit more contained to a bit more on-site defense rather than off-site defense? It's hard to say. You probably don't want to reel it back too much because then you're probably giving in to sort of CYCLOPS a bit. But judging by this lineup they're actually bringing, though, for this 10th round for CEO Executive, I don't think they're going to be doing too many fancy party tricks. It'll be that stock hallway, janitor's closet, long desk. They'll keep it rather contained. And that might play into the hands of DAMWON here, hence why they won CEO Executive in the first place. And that's the thing, when you take it back to the start of this half, they won the tertiary site. And we're sitting back thinking, oh, well, they've got lockers, they've got open area, they're going to be able to go on and maybe do really, really well in the second half, but not to be. CYCLOPS, to their credit, have fought back and fought back well.
Question is, though, and we posed this to Hybrid yesterday, can CYCLOPS actually hold a lead? Can they convert a lead into a win? Because that sometimes is where they struggle the most, is where they're on 5 rounds or potentially even match point. And then they falter at that final hurdle and struggle to close out the map, and can't be allowing that to happen, particularly in this best of 3. DAMWON are not going to give you too many second chances, so if you can snatch that early lead in the series, it could have big, big implications for them.
It's a funny one too, because you're 100% right, and that may be a factor on their mind, but you almost don't even want to think about it at all.
Hell no.
So in some ways, you want to sit back and be like, guys, we've been here before, we generally choke it, let's not do it. And then otherwise, you just want to keep playing the game that you have been playing over the first 10 rounds of this best of 3 series, and just continue to see and ride this momentum wave that has now been established for CYCLOPS. But it's not like it's over yet. Still a long way to go. Only 4-5, and of course, it's a best of 3. So even if you win the first map here on Bank, you're still going to need another one. Finker for Gator and Anaton on the Repel on the Glaz, which has had success so far here on Bank. That's a gas babe that gets thrown out, and Anaton maybe senses an opportunity to see if he can find one of the defenders of DAMWON Kia. 90 seconds left in this 10th round. CYCLOPS 1 away from map point.
No early kills in this one, so it's even Stevens at least for now as we eclipse the halfway point of the 10th round. Anaton elects to rotate. CYCLOPS stacking over towards this top square position. What's the play from here? Another smoke for Anaton. Still has 1 remaining. Might be able to find a sneaky opening pick, but DAMWON, surely don't pick this. They'll likely be expecting the Glaz once more and just need to resist these smokes. Oh. That said, Rin survives the chest shot.
I just wonder if Anaton maybe could have actually stayed in that position and gone for the elimination. Speaking of Rin, by staying alive, ended up getting the kill onto Suzu, and it's all crumbling apart for CYCLOPS. It just feels like had Anaton really stuck that position and gone for the elimination onto Rin, we could have been seeing such a different game. Blackray, though, not giving up on this round, does find 1 back onto Woogieman, but it's a long way back for CYCLOPS now. 4 versus 2. Still need to clear out the shield position. Does it? Oh! The player in Janitor has no awareness, but turns around, Coda with the SMG! Probably should have died through his own lack of awareness, and does not. Through sheer gunplay, 3 versus 1, and DAMWON Kia looking to make it 5-5, and they will.
Wow. Big moment to step up for DAMWON Kia. They are not going to forfeit their map pick. 5-5 the scoreline heading into the 11th round, and this is a big one. Who can claim match point first?
Messy kind of round. Probably one of the messier rounds that we've seen from these two teams. Yeah, just that brief second. Blackray not being able to find that kill onto Coded. But even prior to that, you think back to Anaton pushing over towards that stock hallway position and finding Rin, who was looking into stock and should have probably either got that kill or stayed there and held that line. Rin then just pushes back, finds the kill the other way around, and then the kill started flowing for DAMWON Kia. It's 5-5 going into round 11. Both teams are tied. This round will give you map point.
Another pocket pick from Anaton as well. This time, the Ying. DAMWON with no Warden. So countering this could be very tough, but Anaton repicks. I would have thought now would be the time to bring out the Ying. Now 4 Candelas instead of 3, half the flash time, but still very powerful. Nonetheless, we will see that marksman rifle once more here in the server. who can wrestle that momentum back.
It does kind of feel like neutral momentum right now, doesn't it, right? CYCLOPS got that brief little spur of momentum. DAMWON have been able to sort of wrestle that back into at least an even kind of point. Boogeyman over towards top blue stairs now falls back down to basement. And this is an interesting push from CYCLOPS. Through tunnel, Nitrocell is going to be falling short, but there is a player lingering inside a server room, although I think has fallen off of that position, giving it away to CYCLOPS, not wanting to get pinched and taken out. So they at least get this position relatively freely.
Getting a little bit concerned as well for DAMWON in the late round. 2 Nitros already expended. That said, they still have Rin on the smoke to fall back on. Yokai as well, available for Coded, currently feeding information inside of Garage. Bit ironic that the Nook's been spotted out, but Gatorada needs to be careful. He's being aggressed upon. Woogieman finds that pick, and that's a big response from DAMWON Kia.
They take the lead, 5 versus 4, and they get rid of the Nook lingering around Garage. Fortunately, though, with the exothermic charge, able to open up that server room wall. Minute 30. So at least a little bit of that checklist has been ticked off now for CYCLOPS, but losing Gatorada, not ideal. And it's looking like it's going to be that kind of standard server room push in and see how they can go. The smoke will, of course, help Anaton, and the nade as well from Ayagator. But the Nitrocell from Woogieman is primed, ready to be thrown over. But this position here of Anaton, watching, can he maybe shoot the Nitrocell?
Maybe, if his aim's good enough. Critically, though, that's the smoke dealt with. So now Suzu arguably should have a pretty free plan. They're still desperately trying to bait out this Nitro from Woogieman, who's being so patient. Here's Anaton, he misses, but they still survive somewhat. Yas collects a kill, now a 4v3.
It's a tough shot to hit, and Ayagator goes down because of it. 4 versus 3, still time on the board, but it is Anaton on the glass. That has redemption. Suzu now trying to stick that plan, and if he's able to do so, this will be tough to bring back, but gets denied, gets taken off of it, and Anaton is down, can no longer provide that cover on the glass. As Yas is brought up, Suzu, can he land the shots that they need to find victory here in the 11th round? Blackray is now taking the position of Anaton and falls down as well. Yes! Finds the first, but then taken down by Suzu. Time is not friendly though for CYCLOPS here. Into red time. There's a player up close. It's Coded. It's DAMWON Kia on map point.
Wow. What a close round that was, but DAMWON able to just hold on. Credit where credit's due to push it as far as I have so far, but now they need to dig deep. 6-5 the scoreline. We head over towards open area for what may well be the final round here on Bank. DAMWON on that previous defense. A really strong team effort to weather the storm. And that storm has really been in the form of probably Anaton, honestly. That Glaz has actually been incredibly disruptive in these rounds. Blackray as well has just been chipping away to 15 and 5. Well and truly the top fragger across all 10 players in this particular lobby. And as we've seen previously on this site, those Roteros from the Flores can be very powerful in making defenders feel uneasy and obviously clearing out utility as well.
Such a pivotal round, not just for the map, but maybe for the series. Who knows what's going to happen on Skyscraper? 6-5. Of course, there's no negative here for CYCLOPS. If this goes to overtime, it's not a big factor for them. This is the playoffs. This is where there's no more points. They just don't matter. There's no factor of that. But it doesn't matter that DAMWON have got this match point. You fight back, you get one more round, you send it to overtime, and you give yourselves a chance. Still taking this map. A long way to go. But I think most importantly, what they need to do is find an opening pick.
Yep. Because
DAMWON Kia have just been far and away better at establishing a bit of early round dominance.
The creep forward from Ayagator over towards Garage. With the LMG in tow, you'd have to favor him here against Yas if he has information, but I don't know if either player does. Maybe Yas has that information? No? Likes to fall back.
I mean, this doesn't suggest that Yas has the information, and Ayagator doesn't. Oh, definitely suggests Yas had absolutely no idea. Sitting on the cams as he takes a bullet to the head. Well, now you can sit on cams because you're dead.
That's one way of looking at it. Good dedicated player now to hard sit on this information scattered around, including bulletproof cameras and evil eyes from Katsang. Action elsewhere now. Cyclops unlocking the map top floor control. There's stock hatch will be opened up with Salmers, and I'm assuming there'll be a bit of vert taking place elsewhere. Cyclops can now compose themselves. They have the advantage, but Gatorada quite literally throws away said advantage.
Oh no. No, Cyclops, don't live up to those fraudulent memes. Don't throw lives away seamlessly for nothing. Anaton from top square now down to bot square, looking to get into archives. Ayagator, of course, finding that opening pick. Can he find more? There's a ping, there's information here. Good information over towards elevators, and Coded could very well get pinched in this position if Ayagator is quick enough, but time is such a factor. In fact, there's only 15 seconds left.
Oh, does he land the nade into elevator? Elects not to do so, but Suzu pushes through 4v3. Cyclops now need to converge on site.
And picks up that diffuser, ready to go through beepers now. Ayagator can lead from the front line. There is a player advantage for Cyclops, but there's a time advantage for DAMWON here. Still only 1 second left. Is there a chance Rinka to 9? No, that was the biggest factor late round there, because Cyclops did the rest of the work quite well in finding those frags. We head to overtime.
No kills from DAMWON in that final round of regulation. Just the sole individual team kill from Cyclops, but they didn't let it deter them from that push. Really well drilled on that execute. 6-6 now the scoreline. We head into overtime. Cyclops will be looking to continue this momentum as they start on the attack, so they'll need potentially 2 attacking wins if they can't trade out the second round, assuming of course they win the first. So a lot of pressure on their shoulders here.
In some ways, the pressure's off a little bit too, though, because now you get to overtime, right? Like, and for both of the teams, I think this is a fair result, right? Obviously, for DAMWON here, they would have loved to finish it off and get that one more round and get that one map under their belt, but not to be. But it's a deserved result for both teams as well. I mean, Cyclops have been playing very, very well. And even then, in that last round, with Gatorada, blowing himself up with the nade, and still were able to sort of bring things back. So I really hope what we've had here on Bank is indicative of the series and how it's going to play out. Because sometimes it doesn't always happen
sometimes
that way.
It peters out in that second map.
That second map can sometimes be one-sided. If if Team A wins on the first map in a close one, and then Team A just kind of runs away with it in the second map. It can happen. Hopefully it doesn't. So far, this has been, as they would say, bar burner. Rob loves those.
Who's they?
Rob, mainly.
Rob J. Monday?
Rob J. Monday.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Best host in APAC.
Might be the best hope in APAC.
Oh, only hope. As we start overtime, though, there is still hope for both of these two teams to get this first map, and then, I mean, this is the beauty of it, you're only 1 map away from a major.
Ooh, that's tantalizing. Wouldn't mind that. With it, though, brings a bit of pressure. So we'll have to see once more how Cyclops can deal with that. But still, as we like to say, a long way to go. A couple of rounds in Siege can feel like a lifetime, and here in round 13, it's going to be no different. Not much progression over towards stock. Last time, this was a key factor for Cyclops in losing the round. They let that shield stand, and DAMWON were able to fortify that position and prevent a lot of that top square control. A lot of that presence in towards Janitor was shut down. Can Cyclops deal with it on this occasion?
Yeah, smoke out very early on to just block any sort of peek from stock hallway. No one actually holding that position at the moment, despite the shield being there. Blackray has been having a tremendous game, though, and probably has gone under the radar on the individual front. 16-5-4.
Did that get the shield? Oh, hold that thought. Blackray under pressure. Is it still standing? No! Oh, it actually got it. So a really good snipe there from Blackray.
The long arm of the law takes down the shield. Here, Gator. He find as well with that grenade. Oh, what a shot from from Rin under the chin of Ayagator. Does he find more? Continues to just hold this stock window. Rin! Suzu had no idea what just hit him. And CYCLOPS now down 2 players. It's a 5 versus 2 now. Anaton falls. I mean, they're all falling like dominoes at the moment here. CYCLOPS did so much to get to overtime, but this opening overtime round has been a disaster.
It sure has. Black Ray needs to do something very special. Gatorada over towards main. Oh
my
Rin
God.
for 3, and it could well be a 4th. There's still Black Ray inside of stock. Can Rin start the round and finish the round? No, not quite. But Katsang will. DAMWON Kia kick off overtime very, very well.
Map point, DAMWON Kia for the 2nd time in this map. Once again, in pole position here on Bank, and with an opportunity to then get 1 map away from the major. It was a bit of a disaster mid-round here for CYCLOPS. It actually started pretty nice with the Selma taking out that shield. Thought, clear out that position, but not to be. A couple of good swinging shots from Rin. Takes out a couple of CYCLOPS players far too easily with no remonstration at all. It's now 7-6 in favor of DAMWON Kia. We head to basement, lock a CCTV for CYCLOPS on the defense.
As is the nature of basement, typically it has been very chaotic when we've seen this side thus far. Mainly due to CYCLOPS going for off-meta pocket picks whilst attacking this site. DAMWON, though, on that side of the coin for this occasion, and they bring a very, very standard lineup. Triple hard breach, Flores to clear utility, Rin to frag out. Pretty simple equation here for DAMWON. Can they cross those T's, dot those I's, actually convert this round, convert the map? It is their pick. The expectation on them to win this out.
Who have you got in Skyscraper?
Ooh. CYCLOPS. Maybe. I don't know.
It's a difficult one.
It depends.
So many different factors. It really does just kind of feel who shows up on the day.
Ooh.
Rin.
Ooh.
Straight into open. Has no idea.
Hello?
Anaton has just been caught. Rin is on a tear here in overtime.
And that's your echo. That's a large portion of CYCLOPS plant denial now missing. Yokais can provide info, but hitting those stuns, tough now. Well, you can't reposition the Yokais at least as well, so yeah, not ideal. Still do have Black Ray in the smoke though. Nitro's available, Vulcans too, but it has really weakened this setup. And Gatorada as well, roaming, droned out as well.
And you're looking at it just really from that utility perspective, and I'm just looking at it from the fact that it's another opening kill to DAMWON Kia. Once again, 5 versus 4. Once again, CYCLOPS on the back foot, but they have shown the ability to respond despite being at a disadvantage. As we get to about the 90-second mark, this is where it feels like can CYCLOPS at least bring it back to maybe a 4 versus 4 going into that late round execution.
Rin just holding down the line with the LMG in hand. Potentially waiting for Coda to come across and aid in this pinch. Again, Gatorada is in this Talus offers position and he's now under siege.
Oh,
Can't find this pick. It's Coded to clean it up. A 5-3 lead for DAMWON heading into the final minute of what could be the final round.
Of this first map. 2-player advantage now for the attacking DAMWON Kia. Ayagator, it feels like the world is collapsing around him as he hears the explosions ringing in his ears. Black Ray, still 3 gas babes and has been a pivotal player for CYCLOPS. They're going to need him to stand up.
And stand up, he'll attempt to do from goal, but he can't deny the plant. Will you man to stick?
Ayagator with an opportunity. There's almost a pixel. Nitrocell, it's a hope and a prayer that's thrown up, but it's not answered. And that plant is down, and that might be CYCLOPS down on bank as well. Down 2 players. Plant is down. Hopes are down here for CYCLOPS, and Coated is just putting the punishment in. There's a chance though, maybe, a hope. 25 seconds left, they find 2 kills seamlessly from nowhere. for Blackray and Ayagator. You've just got to stick it and hope Blackray hits the shots at top blue. Does so, but Katsang denies Ayagator. And time now, well and truly the main factor here for Blackray, despite a 19 bomb. It doesn't matter against DAMWON, Kia. One map away from the major.
Clinical from DAMWON in the final stages here of Bank. Really well played. CYCLOPS pushing them and pushing them and pushing them, but